What's up, friends? It's Sarah with Sapphire Pony Tarot, here to give you lovely Leos your general reading for the second half of August. Okay, y'all, so I was hanging out with the cards, and I have to say, the feeling that came over was this feeling of energy, but some restlessness. There was some like bound up energy with no place to go, or it's going in a lot of different directions, or trying to control where the energy should be headed. If the Chariot is pulled, I'm gonna be shocked 0%. Okay, so this is again general reading. I will convey any message that come through as far as love, relationships, career, self. You know the drill. And if you're into it, send me a like or a comment. I love those. It's still new, so any feedback is totally cool with me. All right, Leos, let's see what's going on here. It's a very powerful card so far. Strong, wouldn't expect anything else. Wow, okay. You guys. Y'all's energy is always really powerful. I feel like, you know, as humans, we all have energy. Our bodies don't end here. We have our energy field that extends. I feel like Leos, if energy fields were encompassed with walking around, they'd be like out to here. They'd be pretty big, because this energy, there's lots of major arcana, powerful transformations happening, endings, it's like you're getting a handle on what you really want. You finally are, I think, shifting into who you are, what you want, that is more aligned with who you are as your higher self. You're coming at it from, you have a lot of fire energy, powerful fire energy. Even subconsciously, I think you're embracing your true nature with your confidence. But for some reason, it's like what you're trying to manifest and your current state are somewhat at odds. You could be in the final stages of releasing. You have the Devil as your current energy. So typically, you know, that means there's some codependency issues, bondage, there's some materialistic tendencies, kind of, you're in more of a lower vibration. And your obstacle is showing up as the Magician. And that's what I mean. It's like you're conjuring the right things. You're trying to manifest what it is that you really want, which is the Justice, who wants fairness, balance. That's really what's standing out to me. It's like balance. It's like something you're close. You're shifting into a state of balance, and that's what you really want. And I'm wondering if the final stages, what I'm kind of sensing here, is the final stages, the icky stuff, the things that you've been holding on to that no longer serve you, old relationships, old pathways of life, old bonds that are no longer aligned with who you are becoming. I don't even want to say becoming. I think that you have transitioned into this person. Like, it's like you just moved into this new house and you thought you packed everything that you wanted, but as you're unpacking, there are a few things that you're like, actually, I don't really need this. That's a weird analogy. This is a weird analogy to use, but just roll with me. Recently, in the recent past, you've had the Death card, which is major change, transformation. I love the Death card. Gets a bad rap. It's a scary one, but I think it's a sign of bravery, of change. It's strong character. I know sometimes things happen externally that can't be helped, but death to me also symbolizes the intention of clearing space for a new higher vibration being. So yeah, I feel like the current obstacle is figuring out what no longer serves you. And you've got your energy, the fire, Queen of Wands, who is incredibly balanced in terms of emotional stability, leadership, wisdom. People love her. I think you use that to your advantage, as you should. You have a very gravitational, kind of a magnetic field that people are drawn to. And I think you are finally stepping into that power and being comfortable acknowledging that as part of your true identity. Go, Leo. The near future, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords to me is funny because it's like, this is who you are, but this is how the action is coming off. You're constricting yourself when really you could just break free of whatever mental constraint that you've created, even if it feels like circumstances aren't letting up, that there's nothing you can do. There's usually always something you can do, even if it's small, even if it's a little thing, even if it's just stepping 1 foot away from all 8 swords. You can start making those moves. We'll clarify that in a moment. Yeah, advice from Spirit. 7 of Pentacles. So with all of the current energy is just so powerful. Like it's all the 8 of Swords. You have all major arcana. You have a queen. So this is the only pentacle on your spread. And what that says to me is to be grounded. You have 7, you've been working towards something, whether this is emotionally speaking. Pentacles typically have more to do with materialistic things. You might be working towards a new job, a new project, a new something. And you have more than you realize. This is about resilience. This is about sticking to the path. But the way I see this, because it's the only pentacle on the board, is taking some of that big old fire lion energy and bringing it down to earth a tad. Bring it back down. What routines could you establish for yourself that will eventually lead you to something that's more stable? What routines are going to be best for you? Maybe even just drinking a glass of water every morning is the new thing that you need to do. Just establishing this and continuing, knowing that the finish line, whatever it is that you're hoping for, we'll clarify this a little bit in a little while, if this is a relationship or work. But you're not far off from the finish line. Keep working, have perseverance, understands that, yes, there could be a sense of hopelessness, or there could be a sense of just waiting around. That's kind of what the energy that I was sensing for you guys earlier. It's like this restlessness, like what's next? What's next? Come on. Which I know Leos, you love action, ready to go. And that's what I think this devil could be encompassing. Not practicing the art of patience, or having some things taking longer than they should have, which, sucks, let's be honest. As far as the way you're handling everything, like, yeah, you're in your energy. You are in the Knight of Wands energy, which is fiery, which is passionate. You're coming in with a purpose and action. You've already established parts of your goal and you're ready to move forward. The thing with the Knight of Wands is he can be a little impatient. He's ready for things to have happened yesterday. So just be aware of that when you feel it seeping in. It's powerful, man. Like, I can definitely relate to that. And it feels like nothing's changing. Things are so stagnant. And really, I think the advice is accepting what is, accepting what's in front of you. Some things right now, especially with the state of the world, are just out of our control. And so just understanding that and being graceful. As far as your hopes and fears, you've got the Nine of Cups. So it's funny, it's almost like you are aiming high, as you should. You've got this wish fulfillment. Hopes and fears can actually play off of each other, in that you can be afraid. You can have the hope, and then you can also have the fear that you're not going to get it. Stay in this energy, own this energy, and own that what is rightfully yours, the universe will grant. What's fair. And if something that you want doesn't turn out, that just means that there's something better that was meant for you. I know how that sounds if you're in a frustrated, impatient mode, but I'm telling you, the universe wants to give you everything that you wish for. You just got to have some patience. Yeah, and the outcome, we've got the Hierophant, which is energy that I don't normally associate with Leos. But what I gather is stability, a long-term commitment with something, veering into, if you're conjuring something that is more stable and more secure, if that's something that you've been wanting after this powerful death transformation, it's showing that this is very, very powerful, that something that is in line with tradition and with your personal higher values, something that is tried and true and that is well respected, is coming for you. It's definitely coming. Let's see, yeah, the overall energy, Queen of Swords. Sometimes I look at the bottom of the deck, sometimes I don't. But yeah, she's, like I said, very powerful. You've got queens and then nines and a nine and a bunch of major arcanas. Queen of Swords, like getting to the truth, clarity, putting your emotions not on the back burner, but not leading with your emotions, seeking intellectual clarity, seeking truth, seeking what it is that you want. I think, and balanced with some groundedness. All right, so we're going to explore a little bit more of these in the extended, so come join me if you'd like. But overall, things are shifting for you. I think your power is, it's coming out. Like, I think a lot of you have been, even in your powerful aura, your powerful energy, that you possess, I think it's been a 4 out of 10. I think it's raising. I've gotten that sense for Leos. It's really, really great. Okay. Stay tuned.